So Meredith, thank you so much for coming back and doing this post discussion for me. I really appreciate it. And let's go back. So last weekend I was training Soraya, Julie, and Angela to be Reiki Practitioner 2s in the Holy Fire 3 Reiki. So with that being said, can you, we refresh the recollection, but can you just give me in general what you remember?
Yeah, working with each one of those young ladies was really amazing. Each one focused in on a different part of my body that has been either causing me physical stress or mental and emotional stress. So with Soraya, she honed in on my uterus. Mm-hmm. And I'm a teacher, and so she very much could feel that like I care very much about my students, and I put a lot of emotional energy into that, very maternal. And so she that was really amazing that she called that. And then working with Julie, I had a trigger knot like in my neck that I was having severe difficulty just kind of like being able to move and just be flexible, I guess. I have a previous neck injury, and she could just feel that it was hurting me. It wasn't anything that I told her, warned her about. And after the session, I mean, it didn't stop completely hurting, but it definitely made, I would definitely say, a dent and improved my ability to like fall asleep and not be in pain for, I would say, like a good week or so. And then working with Angela, she immediately noticed that I have like sinus congestion and helped to kind of like dispel that. And so I've had sinus problems like my whole adult life. Wow. So each one of them honed in on a different part of my body that was causing me, like physical stress or emotional, mental stress. And they helped release it. Like after the session, I was extremely just at peace and calm.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it was the last week before vacation for teaching, so it was very stressful and grades were due and all of that jazz. But for a few hours, I felt great. And I felt great actually that whole week, but just life comes back at you, and if you don't take the time to take care of yourself,
right,
then of course this isn't going to be a miracle cure. It's just something that you have to make time for.
Yeah, I tell people that if you keep meditating, you'll keep the energy around you, and you keep that feeling around you longer than like a week or the 2 weeks. So, and that is true, because exactly what you said, life comes at you, so you have to take that time to meditate and call that back to you and keep that Reiki with you. I do remember that Soraya also had back problems with you. Her back, I had to release her, have her go away because her back had started hurting working on you, and then Julie started. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I feel so terrible. I forgot, because I'm used to my back pain, and then you have this sweet kid and she's in so much pain. So when I was 19, I pulled a muscle in my lower back, and I've just, in perpetuity, I've had inflammation and back pain, honestly. And so all of a sudden in the middle of the session, she just was like really uncomfortable. And so she had absorbed the energy and my pain, which, to be fair, I'm just used to. So it doesn't really hurt me as much as it would hurt like someone who's newly exposed. And yeah, you had to send her away. I felt so sad that like she had to be exposed to that. Not in, like she was fine, but
yeah, she was definitely fine.
But it's just like, oh, for someone who's used to living with that kind of pain, and then for it to be put on someone without even, I guess, giving them a warning.
But that's good. You shouldn't give a warning, because in my trainings, that's the whole point of having people who they don't know and they don't know anything about, so they, it's real to show that it's real and we're not fake, and then we can't lie. It is, we can't like con anyone. It's like people with real gifts, real skills, and the energy is true, and Reiki is real.
No, each one of them honed in on an injury or a pre-existing like medical condition, and like zero hint, zero anything.
Right.
Um,
And by the way, I only met you
oh,
because I want people to know that you, like, I literally only know you from a Halloween party, right?
correct. Yeah, we met 2 weeks ago, and the only reason why I said yes is because I went in for the tarot reading, and the tarot.
Which was done by someone else, not by me.
Oh yeah, by a complete different third party, and she was just like, say yes to whatever's coming your way. And I walked out, and you asked, and I was like, all right, I'm just gonna say yes.
Yeah.
And so we know someone like, it's like 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon,
right?
But met 2 weeks ago because of a tarot reading telling me to go against my instinct to say no.
And
no,
then,
I'm not interested.
And I needed clients for my trainings, and people were canceling from and so I was like, oh, okay, I'm in a room full of people, so I'm gonna ask, and Anna was like, ask this person, ask this, and you were the first person she pointed to, and yeah. So I just want people to know I don't have any like information information or anything like that. I just took it on faith and on Reiki to come up and this is all that came and that happened.
Yeah.
And it was such a great session. I showed you like we got actual energy footage from you, which
I did see it in the video. I was like, holy cow. Yeah. I do believe in it, and I love it. I know it's something that you can't normally see or feel or like experience with normal senses.
Mm-hmm.
But just because you can't do that doesn't mean that it's real. I mean
that it isn't real. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It doesn't believe that it isn't real.
Right.
It definitely has a positive effect. And if I, didn't work with teenagers and have grades due, I probably would have been a lot more relaxed and by relaxed, I just mean like at peace with myself, both physically, emotionally, mentally. But going into the holiday season, you don't make time to take care of yourself. And Reiki is just one component of how I like to take care of myself.
Exactly.
There's Reiki, there's massage, there's chiropractors, there's acupuncture. I need to do yoga, and I need to meditate, and I need to spend time out in the sun coloring. And so it's just one part of a huge holistic whole.
Yeah, that's perfect. You live the life we should all live. That's what we all need to do. And and I just want you to know, yes, Soraya was fine. just so you know, she was. Don't feel bad about that. Soraya was fine. She's part of her gift is empathic ability. So what's on your body, she's gonna feel, and then she'll just transmute that energy. And Julie the same. She actually had the same thing when she said her back started hurting, and then she just but she's more experienced, so she was able to like transmute that out really quickly into the universe. So and how's your back, by the way?
I sound terrible for saying this. I'm like, if I'm in pain, I couldn't tell, but it's good. I visited the chiropractor.
Good.
Because I also believe in chiropractors. So
yeah, me too. I go to them. So, I go.
But no, like I don't think I'm in any pain. I don't feel like I'm in pain. I don't need to take pain medicine for it because of all of the holistic approaches.
Exactly.
Which was a big change I made about 5 years ago. Because just taking Tylenol, etc., multiple times a day is just not good for you. So
it hides your pain, and that's you need and all the holistic stuff you're doing, Reiki, chiropractor, all that, it's going to help heal the pain. Your yoga, your meditation, yeah.
So no, I feel good. I feel great. I was working out in the yard earlier today, so I'm sure that this is a very temporary good feeling, but I felt good enough to be able to go do that and to lift and at one point I couldn't walk for more than like 10 minutes at a time without crying. So I was bending down and over and picking up pieces of carpet and cardboard and just all sorts of stuff in the yard and cutting up carpet in the room without pain and without any worry that I'm going to hurt myself even further. So
and that's because of the totality of what you're doing. You're doing everything, alternative medicine to heal yourself and focusing on that inner healing, which is one of the precepts and concepts of Reiki, inner healing, that's the main thing. So you're like the epitome of what we want all our Reiki clients to be and do. So, yay! Of course, because you're a teacher, so why wouldn't you be?
You have to be open to anything and everything.
Yeah.
What's the worst that's going to happen?
Right. That's true. All right. Well, then, Meredith, thank you so much for
course.
doing this. You know, we're very happy and really appreciate you coming back seriously, because you did not have to. And by the way, this is not paid in any way. In any way. I really appreciate you coming back and doing this. This is just goodwill and good energy and good people helping each other. So thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right. Bye.
Bye.